hopefully we should have the audio running for this so that everything should be going well. A little bit later than anticipated, but oh, that's so funny. It shows my face for the upcoming.
Love it.
That's so good. Here, let's see if let's see if the audio runs on it quickly. Oh wait, I need to go to the control room for that. And then hopefully with that, we should start to have some people filtering in. Of course, sorry about the delay on that one. Oh, it's working. Cool.
Yeah,
yay, finally. I know. I was like, as long as we have the audio, that's all that matters at this point. So, all right, cool. What's up, guys? So sorry about the delay on that. I know usually I have a countdown timer to have everything set up, but this time around I will not be having a countdown timer because I'm having to impromptu run everything through my phone because I don't have my regular setup. So
you did charge your phone, right?
I did. It's at 70%. So we're chilling. So, and I mean, we're only going to go for another 40 minutes, so we'll be fine. So, but for those of you guys that are here, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Obviously, we're going to have a bunch of people hopefully start filtering in. If not, of course, we will have this active and open for you guys to watch at any time. But, oh, you see the Snorlax? Oh, we'll reveal the Snorlax in a second. Don't worry. So, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for stopping by, and I want to introduce someone special. This is my partner, Steve. So he is one of the individuals responsible for helping me with this operation and project. So I wanted to give him a special thanks.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been super fun. We're super excited to show you guys what's going on here and what we've got running. We think it's pretty cool. We hope you guys think it's pretty cool too. And yeah. Want to walk them around?
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
Talking.
All right, so we are going to give you guys the full kind of rundown and setup of what everything looks like from the front door to it. With that, I will flip around the camera and you guys can see what the entrance looks like to the actual location. So here it is. Here is the front of the store. So as you guys can see, as you walk in, you have more or less the main counter where you're able to see all the product that we have available for people to purchase inside the shop. Just a bunch of sealed product. And then, of course, a bunch of our Pokemon singles that we currently have available. And yes, we also have as well a ton of other singles that we're adding that include Flesh and Blood, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! But currently, as you guys are probably aware, it is predominantly Pokemon for the obvious reason as we are trying to push out mainly Pokemon product with everything. One of the coolest things I would say that for those of you guys that are part of the Discord, you've already seen this already, but we have this absolutely massive mural that we have in the playroom area. So as you guys can see, we have a couple of desks that we have set up, and we're going to be using these for our tournament center areas. So that's going to be super exciting. We have a couple of TVs. We're doing this after hours, so everything is closed at the moment, but we have a couple of TVs that we use to stream for whenever, of course, we're going to have events. But as it stands right now, if we don't have any events, just have some streamers in the background that we play or some of the anime that we'd like to show for people. But yeah, the mural is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love it. I think it is super cool, and it's one of my favorite things here. Oh, you missed the first bit? Don't worry, Pika. I can walk back around a little bit later after, but just am showing right now the play area. And then with this, we still have a couple of things we want to add in terms of additions to this side of the room. What we currently have right now is we have a couple of banners that our distributors gave to us for kind of a display. And then we have this really cool kind of portrait in the very back. But yeah, so this is predominantly what the front of the store looked like. I'm actually going to show you one other kind of part that I did not show at the very beginning. But here is just kind of a little bit of a snack area behind the counter for those people, of course, that are a little hungry and don't want to have to go home. You'll have the opportunity to go and do that. And then, of course, one of the other things, probably Steve's favorite, I would have to say, by far.
Awesome. It's an old 96 vintage, was a tattoo machine. And in 2002, it was refurbished into a Pokemon trading card machine. And we bought it off of a storage auction. But and out pops a Pokemon card.
So our shop is located in Bend, Oregon right now. So we are right near, I mean, for those of you guys that are in Redmond and Bend, I know we have a couple of people that follow that are. We are located in the Mesa. Now, it's really exciting. It is very spacious indeed. And we wanted it to be like that because the whole intention was we're going to have a ton of tournaments and events that we were going to be partaking in. But next we have probably one of my favorite ones in terms of places to explore inside the LGS.
We have the room of awesome cards.
We have the room of bulk. So for those of you guys who, I first and foremost want to thank you guys all for sending in your bulk. This is where the magic happens. We have about 500,000 in bulk cards at the moment in the backstock room. And with that, of course, we are going to be using that as a primary source of income on our TCG player account. So we appreciate you guys all so much for sending your cards in and supporting the shop.
And all of our singles are online too at e4cards.com.
Yes, got to get the plug in. Check out e4cards.com, guys, for any of you that want to take part in, of course, growing your singles collection using our website.
And then we have the Beast.
Yes, explain to them what this is.
This is a Rokasaur from TCG Player. This is the best employee that we will ever have. We take these trays and we load them up with 1,000 cards and we put them in the machine and they come out sorted by set and then each set alphabetically, and they give us a CSV that we can upload right into our POS that syncs with our POS, our website, and tcgplayer.com. The best way for us to get through all the bulk and all the singles inventory and keep everything organized and our inventory up to date.
You want to show them what the inside of the Roka looks like?
Absolutely. This might be bright. Your camera's probably going to flare a little bit, but it's basically a repurposed CNC, and it goes through. That head has a camera and a suction cup on it, so it will look at the card. Machine learning reads the card, and the suction cup will pick it up, and it organizes them all, and then puts them all back in the tray. Ordered by set and name.
Roger's asking if you can show a quick demo of it.
I can. It doesn't run when it's open, so we can't actually run it with the lid open. But let me grab a stack of cards here. We'll feed it some energies, give it an easy run. And we just load the cards in the tray, pop the tray in, pull up the tablet.
Aztec's asking if you know which how it was specifically made. So just to kind of give you where it comes from, we bought it from TCG Player, or we're leasing it from TCG. But do you know actually where it was made by?
Roka Robotics is the company that makes it. They were bought out by TCG Player. These are the actual machines that TCG Player uses in their warehouse to sort everything for the TCG Direct program. And we'll hit start on the app. It's checking prices and it's starting, and this will be a camera shot of a camera shot. I don't know how well that's going to look.
It looks good to me.
Perfect. It's going to take a second and calibrate itself, figure out where it's at. That's the vacuum pump you hear kicking in. It creates a vacuum that will suction cup to grab the cards. It's going to check all the trays. Eventually it'll realize there's only cards in one of them. There it picks up a card. And we're sorting. And as that runs and sorts, it tells us what we're grabbing and what they're worth. And again, this is just energies, but you get the idea.
Yep, it's able to recognize everything. So you can see the full-on set symbol. You can see exactly the image of the card that's being taken. And like we said before, it automatically uploads and does everything for us.
Yeah, these images that are popping are not stock images of the cards. These are live images of the cards it's picking up. So we can sit and watch this as it runs. We also, when we buy cards, we had a gentleman come in with a Magic collection today of about 800 cards. And it was super simple. We put it in the machine. We let the machine run. We looked at the sheet. It told us what it was worth. We made a buy offer, and he walked out of here happy and with cash in his pocket.
All right, I think that should be good in terms of showing the machine. Thanks for helping with that, Steve.
No worries.
But let's see. Is there anything else? I say we can show them a little bit of the backstock inventory. Might as well show it. So here's some of the backstock inventory. It might look a little bit familiar for those of you guys that did see my tour of my backstock back home when I was in Oregon. We moved a good majority of it to the LGS location. So this is what we have for now. But one thing that's very exciting for those of you guys that don't already know, since we are now an official LGS, we do have access to Yu-Gi-Oh product as well as some Magic the Gathering boxes. We're still trying to get some more in, and eventually we're hoping to get some Flesh and Blood as well as some MetaZoo. So but as far as it goes, I will do one more quick lap for those of you guys that came in a little late, like Pika Pika. You can see what the front once again looks like. It's kind of gated off right now because we are in after hours. But once again, here is what the front of the store looks like. But yeah, like we said before, very spacious. We really want this to be a place where we're going to have a ton of tournaments that we're going to be hosting. We're going to make it a really fun place where it's not just like you're going into an area where you feel unwelcome, where you feel like you're just there to buy some cards and you're not going to be greeted by the store owners and they don't really care about giving you the time of day. And if you are competing in tournaments, you're going to feel like you're going to have an opportunity to hang out and meet some really cool people and just have a really fun experience overall. Here, I'm going to set this up a little bit to the side.
There we go. I'm back on camera again.
All right.
Yeah, kids totally do come in with parents. We've had a couple families come in and hang out and break some packs, hang out and pick up a Battle Academy and learn to play the game. We're going to be running some classes, some learn to play classes where everybody, maybe you collect and you've never really got into playing the game. You can come into one of our learn to play classes, go home with a deck for everybody, learn to play. We'll do a little tournament at the end. Somebody will win some store credit, all sorts of fun stuff. It's just we want it to just be a cool space to come and hang out, whether you're buying a booster box and ripping some packs and seeing what you get, whether you're coming in and playing some games with some friends, or whether you're coming in and hanging out in a tournament. We also, I think right now, are the only place in Bend that actually buys cards. No other place is, according to everything that we've heard. So we've got the Roca to help us with that. We're really trying to set it up to be a super cool spot.
Yeah, no, we're extremely excited about it. Sorry, does this thing move on right?
Yeah, you just
Other way. Sorry guys, this is the first time I've done this off the phone before. But yeah, we're both very excited, and this journey is something we're going to go in together. We've got a couple other amazing partners that are also going to be a part of this journey with us. But for those of you guys that have any kind of questions at this moment, we're going to go for about another 20 minutes or so and just kind of answer if you have any questions about the Q&A or anything. For those of you guys that, of course, do follow the YouTube channel, I am out of town until Tuesday, so this is kind of going to be the more or less content update for the remainder of the week, and then I will keep you guys updated on Wednesday. We're going to do some cool recordings and show you guys some more videos behind the scenes. What's up, Travis? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Glad you're able to make it. But yeah, John says great space for sure. Customers will see your carrying owners. Yeah, and I mean that's kind of the biggest thing, man. Like we both have here. I'll pull this out as well for hopefully we can get a better view.
We can snuggle.
Yeah, we can snuggle.
There we go.
So I know it's kind of hard to see both our faces, but so one of the things that both Steve and I have really experienced recently in our journey is both from me being in Arizona and him coming down and visiting, as well as here in Bend. We've went and checked out a lot of the competitors in terms of local game stores, and we just both felt like there was a lot missing within those communities. They didn't really have a kind of atmosphere that felt very welcoming. It almost felt as if you kind of came into the shop, you felt like you got the cold shoulder, and honestly, it just wasn't the overall greatest experience, which is what, of course, we want to really be able to offer here at E4.
Let's see if will it auto adjust if it goes sideways?
I think it should auto adjust as well. And then as well,
nope, YouTube won't.
YouTube doesn't care.
YouTube got mad at us.
Nice, but
We tried.
yeah, right. But you want to speak on the behalf as well of some of your
Yeah,
experiences.
it just, you know, I mean, I got back into Pokemon here in the last couple of years. Played a lot as a kid, played a lot of Magic as a kid, and there just isn't a cool place to go play. You know, you can only do so many nights around a kitchen table before you want to get out and do a tournament and meet other people that play and get out of your network. And that's really our big hope here is that people come in, play some cards, trade some cards, buy some cards, sell some cards, make some friends, and overall just have a fun time. That's our biggest goal. We're you know, we're not coming in here trying to be millionaires. Well, Eli is, but I'm not. But you know, we put a lot of care and thought into it. You know, we got nice tables. You're not playing on a Costco folding table covered in Cheeto dust. You're playing on a nice table with a good play surface to keep it. Pika Pika, the grand opening went really well. We met some really cool people. Sold some cards, bought some cards, played some cards. It was a good weekend for sure. I'm really happy with how it went. I think Eli, you're pretty satisfied as well.
I'm very jazzed
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah. So, and our goal is to be here for the long haul and just create a community. You know, if you guys are local and you play Go too, we're also an EX Raid gym and a full Pokestop. If it's not blue, we're probably trying to take it back. But you know, and anybody that comes in too, we have a standing offer and Go. If you come in and you take over the gym, you get a free pack of cards. So come on in and just play. That's the biggest part. Just come in, hang out, have fun.
So just a friendly reminder, because I see some people asking questions. The name of the store is E4 Cards and More.
Yes.
So you can check us out on our socials. You want to give a little bit of a plug?
Yeah, we're at www.e4cards.com. We're at facebook.com/e4cards. We're at E4 Cards, the letter N more on Instagram because somebody else has E4 Cards on Instagram already, and I'm frustrated with that. We're on TikTok. I have no idea where because I'm old and I don't understand TikTok. So, but we're on TikTok somewhere too. I think if you just go on TikTok and search E4 Cards, it'll pop up.
It should.
Yeah.
Pika says, isn't it ironic Eli is a part of an opening in Bend after moving out of town?
It is. We've had that conversation a couple of times that like if 2 weeks before we sat down and went, hey, we should do this, if we'd have had that conversation 2 weeks earlier, yeah, Eli'd be here as well. But we've got a good crew. We've got myself, our business partner, one of the other partners in the business, Don, runs the bulk and the back end. The Roca sorter's kind of his baby. And then we've got a stellar retail manager, Kansas. She's super fun. You guys can come in and meet her. She's a total nerd like the rest of us. This is really what it comes down to. We're just nerds.
Oh, big time.
We want to have a cool place to hang out and like cool we can make a living doing this.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nice too because I feel like with the kind of group of people that we're a part of, we have like a balance of everything. We've got people that absolutely love, you know, when it comes to whether it be being a part of a community. We've got people that, you know, are very invested in Pokemon, invested in Magic, and are very knowledgeable in that space. But also you have a lot of very like-minded people in terms of just overall business aspect. So we both feel very confident in terms of the success of the store.
One of our big pushes when we sat down and talked about doing this was accessibility. You know, trading card games as a whole kind of have a mystique around them of like, oh, I want to get into that, but I don't know where to start. Here's where you start. You come in and hey, I want to play Magic. Hey, I want to play Pokemon, and we'll find some products to get you going. We'll share some knowledge to get you going, and you can have a lot of fun doing it.
So to answer your question there, Roger, in terms of all singles, that is now going to be sold at E4. So it is no longer, you're not going to see any singles on the Pokemon USA website. We're going to transfer all of that over to the game store. So that is where you will be able to access it. Another question I did see someone asked is...
Process for trade-ins. So we can do trade-ins a couple different ways. We do have a buy list on the website. We haven't had a chance to vet that or try that yet. So if you want to be adventurous, feel free. If it doesn't work, call us. We'll get it working. In store, you know, if you're just coming in with a couple singles, we actually have a trade-in function in our cart. Where if you come in and you've got 4 cards and you want to trade them in and buy an ETB, we can put that all in one cart. It values what the singles are worth. It values what the ETB is worth. We give you a difference. You know, we hand you cash or you hand us cash, however that works. If you've got large collections of Valuable cards, we have the Roca sorter. We can sort up to 1,000 cards in there at a time. And that actually kicks out a full valuation and inventory report of what's in there when it's done sorting. We actually did that this afternoon. It was super cool. Worked very well. And if it's bulk, we buy bulk. You know, however much you want to haul in. If you need to unload, we have a side door with a driveway next to it. You can pull your pickup up and start dumping cards off. We'll take them.
Koga asks, I love this question because how's been things so far? Anything unexpected?
Everything unexpected. Absolutely everything has been unexpected. We're very new at a lot of this. You know, I've owned my own business for coming on 20 years now. I've done a lot of retail, nothing in the LGS space, so I bring that. Eli knows more about Pokemon than I could ever hope to know. Our retail manager, Kansas, is a Magic nerd, and we're all just kind of putting our brains together and getting everything rolling. Don, that runs our back end, comes from an engineering and logistics background, so he's super efficient getting everything put together and getting workflows running there. And we're kind of making it up as we go.
Yeah, we've had a lot of road bumps on the way that have definitely slowed it down, but as expected, everything is to be unexpected. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a big adventure. You know, it took us 2 weeks longer to get a lease signed and get keys to the place than we thought it would. So of course then we had 2 weeks less to do the build out and all the painting and everything, but everything's come together, everything's chugging. We've got a little bit of work to do in the back still, making that kind of a cooler space to hang out. Our hope is to have a space, you know, you can come in and play. If you've got a significant other that doesn't play, we've got a lounge where he or she can hang out, or a parent or kids, whatever. We're gonna have a little kids play space. You know, if you're coming in to play and you've got small children, you can hang out. Yeah, we're just trying to make a super cool, super chill space and making it up as we go.
So one of the questions John Doe asks was, how long did it take for the mural to get made?
So the mural was actually a local artist here. Shout out, I think it's Becca Carter. I find her Instagram and give her a shout out. But she runs a local tattoo shop here, as well as does canvas and mural commissions. She is an incredible artist, and she worked 6 whole nights working on this, and it came out super amazing. It's all hand drawn on. She started off with a pencil and a ladder and drew it all out, and then went back and acrylic painted everything.
We'll see about
Becca Carter 96 on Instagram, BEKA Carter. She runs Umbra Tattoo here in Bend, so if you're in Bend and you're looking for ink, go see Becca. She's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see if we got any other questions at the moment that we can answer. Just people making comments saying that they love the setup, think it's going to be awesome for friends and family. I see, congrats Eli, I've been watching you since 11K. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We already answered that about the grand opening.
Yeah, pictures of stores on Google.
Oh, interesting. Japanese Pokemon market is getting popular. You may need a supplier.
We are currently in the process of working on that. The biggest problem we're running into is the way the import tariffs work now. They're not going to be cheap. We're looking at putting them on our shelf by the time we pay freight over and import taxes and exchange rates and everything at about retail price already. So we're kind of trying to work some bugs out and get them in so that we have them and they're affordable.
Yeah, that's definitely been the biggest thing that we've really been trying to look into in terms of expanding for just general product for the store. You know, obviously we do have Magic and we do have Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's of course something that we still want to be a part of in the local community here.
For sure.
And we very much value in terms of Pokemon as being kind of our main primary, which eventually as well, we do intend to start accepting other variations of Volk sometime in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love Pokemon and we would love to be able to get into the space to be able to have access to Japanese product as it grows. All right, let's see if we got any other questions. Just some more congrats.
Not in time for V-Star Universe.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Oh, if only. Have you asked Mason from Cardinal Games advice? You know, it's so funny you say that, Kenny. I'm actually wanting to, when I get back, reaching out to a couple of guys to do some live streams with. You guys know I do Tuesday and Thursday Q&A sessions on the YouTube channel, and he's going to be one of the people I'm going to be reaching out to, which I think would be awesome to have a discussion. And I think it'd be perfect timing, too, especially since we're opening the LGS, and you know he's been someone that's had a very much so bountiful amount of information, and kind of being able to pick his brain would be awesome to do so. John Doe says it's good Japanese is selling boxes now with pull tabs will make customers feel safe buying Japanese.
That's kind of an anti-tamper thing, so they know the packs haven't been opened and weighed, and
Oh well, that'll definitely be nice.
yeah.
Koga says figured. John Feller says big congrats. Thanks you guys once again so much for the congratulations. I really do appreciate it. I say this every time and I'll keep saying it. Wouldn't be able to be here without you guys and the love and support. It's kind of weird to think about how I've been really active on the YouTube channel for about, I want to say, about roughly a year now, and so to be able to, you know, be at 4,300 subs, pushing for 5,000, and just to see the growth, I'm really excited. We've got a lot of things in the work, especially with now the LGS being out. That's going to be such a big project that I'm really excited to be looking forward and working on. So wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. That is for sure.
And that's the thing too. This store is always going to be an evolution. Like this is never gonna. I would doubt if you came in 3 months apart with 2 visits, you're probably not going to see the same store. We're very invested in doing everything we can and taking feedback and making this a better place with more product and more stuff and maybe more vending machines.
Oh yeah, that'll be sick. John says, cool, we're starting with the new Scarlet and Violet era. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. We actually, I mean, as you guys are aware, the grand opening was a couple days ago. So considering that the first set we're ever going to have is going to be Silver Tempest for our just release set, and then right after that we're going to be obviously having our variation of V-Star Universe in English, and then just jumping right into Scarlet and Violet. So it's a pretty awesome time to be opening the store, just going right into some banger sets. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like. Around the Bend disc golf. Oh, I see. Got some Ben. Congrats, guys. I'll be coming for that 50% of the Charizard box.
If you are in Bend, we do have Charizard boxes coming in Tuesday. So if you want one, you can come physically put hands on one and take one home Tuesday morning for as long as they last. We didn't get a ton.
Yeah, we got a couple more cases in, which hopefully we should have an expectation to be getting some more by wave 2, which is going to be sometime later this year. But of course, as always, you know, I'll keep you guys posted in terms of when we're getting prints for everything, if there's a reprint coming in the future. And you guys know I'll make sure to plug the store as well, so that you'll be able to come pick some up in store for those of you guys that are local. What are my thoughts on the UPC holding strong at 160? I guess this is a question for me.
Yeah, that's all you.
I'll
buddy.
answer this for Blazer. And then I'm going to try my best as well. We do have 5 minutes, so I'll answer any question we have left. But for those of you guys that do have game store questions, I'll try and focus on those. But what are my thoughts on it? I mean, you know my philosophy in terms of the Zard UPC. We're obviously just now on opening week of it. First and foremost, our store as it stands, we're selling it for $149.99, if I'm correct.
Yeah, $150.
Yeah, so $150.
We don't do the 99.
Oh, we don't do the
hate,
99?
No. Oregon doesn't have sales tax, and I hate pennies. So
Good point, good
it's all
point.
even dollars.
So in you know, to answer your question, here at our local game store, which as you probably are aware, Blazer, typically speaking, with running a local game store compared to online, usually when you're running things online, you don't have rent and other expenses to account for like employees. And so if you're selling it for you know, 160 online, and then game stores like ourselves are able to sell it for under what the market is, I think that's a pretty good indicator to show you that basically I expect it to continue to drop. So I do think it's an amazing product. Obviously, it's been one I've been hyping up forever as one of my favorite pickups long term. So I think that the price of it is just going to continue to go down as we print more and more. And of course, we're going to have to make those adjustments on what that looks like. But at the end of the day, you know, I absolutely love it in terms of picking up. And there's been a lot of opportunity to pick it up too.
And it's a really cool product to open too. We had a lot.
Oh,
we opened one
yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah.
And it's a really fun product to open. There's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah, the playmat is super sick. I always love the playmat. Pika Pika says, looking forward to visiting your store. Just got an email today from one of the LGSs that they have a Charizard UPC in stock for $250. That's just sad.
So to be clear, if anybody wants to come in and pay us $250 for one, I'm not gonna not take your money. But $150 is what we're gonna put them on the shelf at.
Dude, that's absolutely crazy, Pika Pika. Yeah, many people are buying like crazy. Yeah, and that's, it's definitely, I mean, it's one of those products that Pokemon realizes it's in high demand. And for those of you guys that didn't get the opportunity to get the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, this is their just kind of way of course, allowing it to have an opportunity for people to purchase something very similar for a lot more affordable. John Doe says, are there business accounts to get with PSA to start grading a lot more?
That is an in-process thing. We're going through the application process with PSA, and what we're looking at doing is collecting submissions here in the store and once a month sending them in. The problem is right now it's still, they say 120 days turnaround time on their website. Eli, I think you got yours back quicker than that, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I sent in mine at the end of July for the July special, and it came back about 2 weeks ago. So it was supposed to be a 4-month turnaround time. It ended up being 3. So they've actually been really fast about it.
The big thing we want to be aware of is we don't want to set an expectation with somebody when they drop a card off that they're going to have it back on a certain day, and then they don't. Especially if it's something super valuable. You know, if I was waiting on a potential $1,000 turn back from PSA and my LGS was like, yeah, sorry, we don't know where it's at, I'd be a little concerned. So we're trying to make sure that we can have some consistency in that before we start taking a ton of those.
Koga says, so glad you guys aren't overpricing some of your guys' items.
Yeah, we try to keep it fair. You know, there's some stuff, you know, if we're paying distro costs on a box and it drops under $100, like, we can't sell it under that. You know, we're in a mall space, we've got employees, we've got overhead, we've got rent. There's sometimes we just can't. But everything else we try to stay super fair on. You know, singles, we're a hair over what you're probably able to buy them on TCG for on our singles. But look, you can come in and you can pick the card up and you can hold it in your hand and you know what you're getting. You're not hoping somebody's being honest about the condition. You're not hoping the USPS doesn't trash your card or lose your card. You know, it's so you're paying a little bit of a premium for that, but it's not too bad. We also have a huge inventory. We have we didn't show them the kiosk. We didn't show you, but we have we don't need to. It's fine. We have a cool little kiosk that has all of our singles inventory. So we have, I don't know, probably 50 cards out in our display cases, in Hobby Shields displayed as singles, but we have, you know, 500,000 cards in the back. So we have all of that inventory in our kiosk as well. So you can come into the store, browse through the kiosk, let us know what you want. We can ring you up, pull it from the back, and send you on your way with it.
And that's one of the great things about it as well. Like Steve was saying, we're obviously slightly pricing a little bit over TCG because you get that premium of being able to come in and see the card. I get a lot of questions all the time. People ask me, Eli, every time I go on TCG Player, I'll see people say it's near mint condition, it's mint condition, and then it'll receive it and it looks like it's an absolute terrible condition. And so with, you know, being able to shop in store, with having that card right in your hand, you're able to see it, you get that premium to where you're like, all right, I want to buy a card on TCG that I can of course be able to send in and get a 9 or a 10. Well, there's a lot of times where you're going to be waiting around for that card to be shipped to you, and then you're going to find out it's not the condition you wanted, and then you're going to have to wait for it to be returned and then finally get paid out. You come in the store, you check it out in person, and you're like, wow, this is a card I want, and this is a card I can have right now, and I can get it in the condition that it's in currently, and there's no speculation of it. So that's something that we really value, especially considering we know a lot of you guys, of course, are big graders and collectors and really want something to be truly near mint when it is told as near mint.
Pika Pika said, did you mention the singles are also sold on the site? They are. E4cards.com is going to have our whole inventory of singles up there. We actually hold a lot of inventory back from automatically listing on TCG so that we make sure that our customers in store and on our website have an opportunity to get the best ones. Anything that's a one-off will not go on TCG. We hold one of every card in reserve for the LGS and for the website. So that's going to be an advantage. You'll be able to go on there and see everything versus what gets pushed onto TCG.
So interesting question. Kenny is asking if we are a PSA authorized dealership, and if so, how much would it cost to send
We
them
are
in?
not right now. It is in the works. We have a lot of applications floating right now. We've got an application in with Wizards for WPA again. We've got a Pokemon Play and Pokemon League applications in with Pokemon. We've got an application in with PSA. We've got an application in for OTS with Konami. And all of that stuff takes forever to process. I had talked to another LGS owner the other day, and he said it took him 8 months to get his Pokemon League certification. And we applied in the beginning of September.
Yeah.
First week in September we applied.
It was a
so
long time.
we're hoping that we'll be able to get all of that soon. It's all stuff we intend on doing. It's just not something that you can make a phone call and write a check and make happen. It's a lot of pieces in play behind the scenes.
But, you know, obviously, we've got a lot of long-term goals and visions, and we'd love to be able to do a lot of tournaments and events at the store.
Absolutely. And we'll be doing pickup tournaments too. We're working, if you're local here in Bend especially, go give us a follow on Facebook at facebook.com/e4cards. All of our tournament info is going to go there and on Instagram. You know, Friday night, if we're bored, we may go, hey, Saturday afternoon, come in. You know, if we can get 12 people to do a tournament, we'll give away a booster box for the prize or something. We'll do some fun stuff. Yes, John Doe asked, people love mystery packs. You'll have to make some custom E4 packs. So once we get caught up on our backlog of bulk, our Roka sorter will actually let us do that. It'll go through and we can tell it, you know, we want 15 common, uncommon, 5 rares and 3 ultra rares in a pack. And it'll let us, however we want to set that up, and it'll let us pack that up. And it'll do it for us, so you know that we're not cheesing and putting crappy cards in packs or anything. You know, it's going to be completely random.
Travis. That's so funny.
We will not be serving alcohol. We would need a liquor license for that, and if we have a liquor license, we actually can't get a league certification with Pokemon. So alcohol will be a no-go. And we had a customer come in today and go, well, can I just bring my own booze in? And unfortunately, in Oregon, that also requires having a liquor license. So, you know, get drunk in the parking lot and then come in and play Pokemon. It's fine.
DC asks, will this be the only LGS store you guys have, or I live in LA and I feel like I'm missing out?
So first off, I mean, come to Bend. It's fun. We have direct flights from LAX into Redmond. It's super cool. Second off, I don't know what the future will bring. We're gonna kind of run this. We're gonna learn some things here. We're gonna see how this rolls. If we do a second store, I'm wagering the second store is probably gonna be in Phoenix, because Eli's not gonna let us open somewhere else before we get one in Pittsburgh. But yeah, this will not be the only one.
Yeah, we're definitely ready for, well, at least I like to get ahead of myself a little bit sometimes.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but you know, you guys know how I am. I'm very passionate, and so when it comes to things that I really, you know, aspire to, I think that, you know, in terms of what our goals are and as well as our motivations, I think we're going to be sooner than later in terms of being able to expand into having multiple stores. So I'm very excited. Of course, being realistic, but it's definitely on the mind, and we know that it's a process that's going to take time. We're going to take those steps to get there, but we're very confident in the success of the store itself.
Yeah.
Pika says, thanks guys, and congrats on your grand opening. This was a great live in your store. I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah, we probably should start wrapping things up. You got a hard cut off on that.
We're about that time.
But as always, thank you guys once again so much for stopping by. My name is Eli. Of course, you can check out, once again, E4. You want to give all the plugs again?
E4 Cards, we're in the Bend Promenade Mall in Bend, Oregon, right by Macy's. E4cards.com is our website. We sell singles. We will not be doing sealed online. It's not something we are looking at doing now or plan to do in the future. Sealed will be specifically for the LGS. But we do have all of our singles online. We have codes too. If you play TCGO online, we have a cool app that we're working on filling up that lets us scan in codes. So you can go online and buy PTCGO codes, and it will email you the codes, and you can copy, paste, and plug them in right away instead of waiting for somebody to ship you a card to scan. Facebook, we're at facebook.com/E4cards. Instagram at E4cards, the letter N more, and somewhere on TikTok. I don't know, searches. I'm 41. I don't understand TikTok. It makes my brain hurt.
And I want to thank once again everyone so much for stopping by and being a part of the stream. As always, I'm Eli, and the YouTube channel, as well as all the other social medias as well connected to this, is Pokemart USA. Make sure if you want to enter into our weekly giveaways, you leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We post content each and every week for you to comment and like on, and then of course we've got 3 winners each and every week. So multiple opportunities to enter as well as multiple opportunities to win. But that is all for today's video.
Agreed, Pika.
Yeah,
Agreed. I'm too old for TikTok. I'm not too old for Pokemon.
yeah, right. Hey, that's a big fact. So, but we should be wrapping things
Yep.
up. Want to thank you guys all once again so much for watching. Until then, I will see you guys all on Wednesday when we come back. But now, how do I end the stream? Don't know how to do that.
Close.
That'll be a new one.
Yeah, there we go. Look
right.
at that. That's the X in the top right corner.
Yeah, right. All right, bye
Bye,
guys.
guys.